Hello and welcome, everybody. We're here for another Tuesday TOS reviews. Today, uh, we're probably going to go back and do a quick re-review of season 2, episode 5, The Apple. Then we will also do a new review of season 2, episode 6, which came out to be the Doomsday Machine, which myself, PvP, and Sci-Fi Sifdan have seen, and we did a review of that. Um, we did a watch party. So this is just, the IMDb background information. I'm just going to go couple facts, no goofs or anything. And, excuse me. And what we're going to do with these two episodes today, when we go to mini bios, we're actually going to talk about the three remaining original cast members that are still alive, which are Captain Kirk, played by William Shatner, Sulu, played by George Takei, and Chekhov, played by Walter Koenig. We're going to just talk briefly, mini bios about those three gentlemen that are still alive from the original cast. So that'll be today. But for now, just a moment. I just want to see your Kevin's Theme Park Adventures. Welcome. Hey, Mikey. Welcome, Kevin. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. Today we're just going to have a moment of silence. So we're going to say the general prayer actually here at the beginning, so we don't have to worry about it towards the end. And then we'll have a moment of silence, okay? So uh, it's raining in California. Ah, cool, Kevin, cool. And yeah, thank you, Larry. Yeah, good morning. Good to see you, brother Larry. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, Mike, you're early this morning. Yeah. And Kevin says, hey, Larry, good to see you. Good morning, Mikey. Oh, thank you, Daniel Hot Topic. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to have we're going to say the brief prayer right now, because there was a 19-year-old man. I described it for you there. He was a young adult that lost his life in a shooting incident. His first name also was Michael, and he was unalive at a mall that we frequent at least once a month, which is Scarborough Town Center. And it's a very scary situation right now there, and our hearts go out to his family and friends. So let's go ahead and do our prayer right now. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, thank you for all of our friends and family here on social media. Today, we learned of a man who shares my first name and was only 19 years old. He had a whole life ahead of him, and he was found unalive in a special bathroom stall at Scarborough Town Center just this past 2 days ago. And he was found unalive, and bullets and things like that. It was just terrible because of shooting. They think it was a murder. They think it was suspicious, the police. But we're aware of all that. What we want to do right now is say a prayer for Michael and the rest of his family and friends that he knew. He was a church going man. He was, I believe he was either Hindu or Greek. I believe he was more like Greek. But, he had heavy glasses, and he was a good person. And now he's gone. Doesn't have a life ahead of him anymore. So, as well as keeping Larry and Diane and Tyler and all of his family in your prayers, especially for Larry's medical problems, and for our friends, both brothers Jay, who's in Louisiana with Leanna and his problems, Jason with his partner Nikki and their problems, Eric and Sunflower, our friends over in Carolina, with their problems. Um, Matt Arnold with his friend, who's probably going to go any day with his terminal cancer. Um, and for this special dedication to Michael and his friends and families, may we all pray for them and say, one Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen and amen. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 minute of silence, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with the reviews. So, 1 minute. And I see you guys are talking in the chat. So that's good. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty. Looks like we got you guys started today. All right. So first we have Kevin's Theme Park Adventures was in the box. It said, "Hey, Mikey." Then my brother, who I've known for 50 years, Mr. Larry. Good thing you're all right, Larry. Years of Adventures. He says, "Good morning, Mike. You were early this morning." And Kevin says it's raining in California. And Kevin says, "Hey, Larry, happy yourself adventures. Good morning, Mikey, from Daniel's Hot Topics." Uh, Larry says, "Good morning, Kevin." Good morning, Larry, from Kevin. Kevin says, "Hey, Daniel." And good morning to Daniel. And Daniel says, "Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing this morning?" He says, "I'm doing good this morning, Daniel. And how are you this morning, Daniel?" And he says, "Mikey, well, I feel better now. Thanks. It's great to hang out with good friends." Thank you, Daniel. I'm glad you're here, sir. And Larry says, "Amen." And Larry says, "How are you doing, Kevin, this morning?" Thank you, Mike, for the prayers. You're welcome, Larry. You're welcome. Kevin says, "Amen." Kevin prayers hand. Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie. Hey, hold on, Lizzie. Give me a minute. Hold on. All right, Lizzie Armstrong. Welcome, welcome. Congratulations, too. You are now a Blue Wrenchy to the MikeySuzeFour channel. So welcome, welcome. Make sure you say something there, Lizzie, so that you can show off your blue wrench. Good to see you, Lizzie. Good to see you, sweetie. Okay. Kevin says, "I am also doing good this morning." To Larry. And Daniel says, "Park adventure later on. I am going out for a bite to eat." Uh, oh, okay. It says later on I'm going out for a bite to eat. Have you ever been to Popeye's Louisiana Chicken? It's so great. Now they have blackened chicken and it's so flavorful. Oh, cool. I'm glad you can have a good lunch there, Daniel. And how are you this morning, Larry? Kevin says. And Larry says, "Good morning to Lizzie." And Mike, who is going live tonight? It's going to be Gorilla. He's going to be doing his cigar lounge, probably around 9 o'clock his time. So that would be 7 o'clock your time tonight, 7 p.m. Lizzie says, "Hi, Mikey," and all. 2:02 a.m. here. Just been up with my sick cat. Oh, well, much love to your cat from Australia, Northeast Coast. And awesome, Kevin. And Lizzie says, "Oh my." There you go, Lizzie. Congratulations for your Blue Wrenchy. There you go. So you can promote your channel if you want to, Liz. Daniel says, "I am so excited for the new Buffy the Vampire Slayer." I think some of us are, Daniel, but I wish they had brought back some people. Kevin says, "I have been to Popeyes, Dan." Lizzie says, "Thank you, Mikey. Blessings to you." And for Suzanne, "Thank you, hon. Thank you so much." Hi, Kevin and Daniel. Also, I started watching Alien Earth, Dan says. It's so awesome. I love Alien Earth, especially the space scenes where we see the ship traveling through space with planets around it, so cosmic and celestial and peaceful. Cool, Daniel. Kevin says, I'm doing really good today. And Adventures, it's really nice to see you. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are great to each other. Hey, Liz, from Kevin. All right, so let's go ahead and just do the quick reviews. And then, so the Apple came out on Friday, October 13th, which is Friday the 13th, 1967 is when it aired. Primitive inhabitants of Gamma Trianguli 6 worship a god who orders them to kill visitors from the Enterprise. That got a 6.4 out of 10. Yeah, I would say a C minus for me, because I would round it up to a 6.5, and 7 is a C. So yeah, C minus. That's probably as low as I go. Not a very good uh, Enterprise episode. But the next one, which came out Friday, October 20th, the Doomsday Machine, when that aired, which is episode 6 of season 2, that one with the Doomsday Machine and the Enterprise, and of course, William Wyndham and the USS Constellation with Decker. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. So the USS Enterprise encounters the wrecked USS Constellation and its distraught Commodore, who's determined to stop the giant planet destroying robot ship that killed his crew. Um, so from the Apple, 6.4 out of 10, over 3,800 people voted on that one, and like I said, a C minus for me. On this one, over 5,000 people have seen it, an 8.6 out of 10, which is rounded up to an A. Yeah, pretty much for me, that's it. It's an A plus. It is really one of the top rated season 2 episodes from Star Trek. Probably one of the best ones. So yeah, definitely a great episode there. Okay, let's take a look at the Apple first. All right, this episode was directed by Joseph Pevney, and it was written by Roddenberry, Max Ehrlich, and Gene L. Kuhn. And of course, it features the usual characters. Okay, David Soul comes in as Makora, and we'll talk about David Soul. And then we also have Celeste Yarnell. She's Yeoman Martha Landon, who she plays in this. So we'll look at the two of them for this episode. Okay. All right, let me take a look at the trivia. Okay. Whoops. Hello. Chekhov's first name, Pavel, is established in this episode when his love interest, Yeoman Landon, calls him Pav. Actress Celeste Yarnall, who played Yeoman Martha London. I need my. Whoops. Hold on, folks. I need my glass. My sunglass, because it's really hard to read all this small type. Okay. Actress Celeste Yarnell, who played Yeoman Martha London, said it took a while to film the scene where she asked how the planet's inhabitants would do it after Vol is destroyed, because William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and DeForest Kelley kept making up hilarious methods for procreating. Network censors were on set, and Yarnall said they were getting upset, which made everyone laugh more. Spock's appearance is jokingly compared to Satan in the final scene. This resemblance caused discomfort to would-be advertisers when Star Trek was first being marketed. Walter Koenig, who plays Chekhov, seems to have discarded the wig he used in his earlier episodes. Since his own hair was now long enough, it was not necessary for him to wear it anymore. And Leonard Nimoy kept playing practical jokes on Celeste Yarnell during filming. In an interview, she said that she was terrified every time she saw him coming because she had no idea what he might do. Okay. And security guard red shirt casualties were 4. And originally, the script for this installment called for Vol's stone dinosaur head to be destroyed by Enterprise's phasers. The props department had put in a lot of work creating it with paper mache and refused to allow its destruction. And at the time when Kirk advises the villagers that they are free of all and now have the right of autonomy, there is no mention of retribution for the crewmen killed during the villagers' attack, likely because they are a gentle, childlike people who were simply beguiled by Vol and obeying the command. Okay. And remember, I don't do the goofs anymore. And of course, the theme song credited to Alexander Courage and sung by Luli Jean Norman. We talked about her already. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. So what I'll do here is I will do the the two cast members I talked about, Yarnell and Soul, and then on the next episode with the Doomsday Machine, I'm just going to go over the three remaining original cast members that are, just see what they're up to. So let's take a look at the two here. Okay, first we'll look at Celeste. All right, we did lose Celeste in 2018. She was an actress and producer. Celeste Yarnell was an amazing woman of many talents who had been very successful in a diverse number of fields. There appeared to be nothing she couldn't do when she put her mind to it. Apart from her initial career as model, spokesperson, and actress, Celeste has also managed several talented screenwriters, segued into the commercial real estate business, became a championship Tonkinese cat breeder, ran her own successful company, hosted a radio show, and also produced a how-to video. She was born July 26, 1944, and she died October 7th, 2018, at the age of 74. And besides playing Yeoman Martha Landon on this episode, she was in a movie called Fatal Beauty. She played Laura in 1987. In a movie called Live a Little, Love a Little, she was Ellen in 1968. And she did do one episode of Macmillan and Wife, that TV series. She played Miss Jones, and that was from season 2, episode 4, called Terror Times 2. Okay. And according to the information, as I said, she did a show called Unbelievable from 2020. That was a posthumous appearance. Okay. Here we go. Now we'll look at David, who played Makora. All right, we did lose David Soul. Don't give up on us, baby. He died 2024, last year. He was an actor, director, producer, and he achieved pop icon status as handsome, blonde-haired, blue-eyed detective Kenneth Hutchinson on the cult buddy cop TV series Starsky and Hutch from 1975. He also had a very successful singing career, recording several albums with worldwide #1 hits, including Silver Lady and Don't Give Up on Us Baby. He was born August 28th, 1943. He did pass away January 4th, 2024, at the age of 80. Okay. And in the reboot movie, which featured Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson, he did appear in that reboot Starsky and Hutch as the original Hutch in 2004. I remember that. And in the Starsky and Hutch TV series, he played from 75 to 79. He was in all 92 episodes. He also was in the movie Magnum Force with Clint Eastwood, one of the Dirty Harry films. He played Davis. That was in 1973. And in 1979, he was in the TV miniseries where he played Ben Mears called Salem's Lot. And in that, of course, he was in both parts, part 1 and part 2. So, there we go. Let's see. The very last thing he worked in was a movie called Filth, which was in 2013. He played the punter in that. Must have been a football film. Anyway. All right, so that's David Soul. Okay. All right, before we get to the Doomsday Machine, let's take a look at the chat. Let's see. Trying to get back to the chat here, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so after Lizzie said to Kevin Theme Park Adventures, nice to see you. Kevin had to retract a message. Kevin, unless it's really offensive, you don't need to retract messages. Just to let you know. Okay, don't worry about it. We're all fair people here. Okay. Kevin says, "Hey Lizzie." Larry says, "I'm not too happy with the revamp of Buffy. No puns attended." Yeah, I know. I'm not that happy myself. And hello, Mike Seha live. Hello, Mike. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, hello. Thumbs up there, my friend. Mike Seha is new to our channel, so welcome him. He's from Sweden. A very nice young gentleman. And he's new to our channel, and he did achieve his standard mod yesterday when we were going over Get Smart episodes. So welcome, Mike. Welcome. Good to see you. Larry says, "Hi, Mike Seha." Mike says, "Hello to Beers of Adventures." To Larry, Beers of Adventures did post his channel. And here's my channel, everyone. And also, so make sure you guys, make sure you subscribe to Larry's channel. And make sure today, don't forget, hit the like button if you like what you see. Don't forget to share it with your friends, family, and everyone else that you know. And don't forget to also hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We have now 301 subscribers to our growing family. We just need to get to our next goal, which is 350, and then onward. We try to get to 500 by the end of the year, so that we can start to get monetized for the channel. That will help us a little bit, just to let you know. I know I didn't say much about it before, but now we kind of do need the help, so it will help a lot if we get that. Larry says studios need to get um, back to originality. That's where my mindset is when I write it. Yeah. And Lizzie, oh, Lizzie, you don't need to retract it unless it's something serious. Sorry. Um, okay. Larry says, make sure you do not forget to hit that like like button and read that notification bell. Yeah, this bell right here. Hit that notification bell, okay? So that you know that when you see where it says notify me, just type that once, less than a second, and it'll say notification on. YouTube is required to let you know when the next podcast, live stream, or webcam like this premieres, and they'll give you a notification. They'll let you know. As long as you have your that is as long as you have your YouTube channel page, your account, if it's through Google or any other accounts, that is set to notifications. Make sure it's set to that. All right, here you go, Liz. Lizzie, please check out her channel. There's Lizzie Armstrong's channel. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate that. Larry is also one of our managing moderators, so he's here to help the channel. Thank you, Larry. Cool. Mike Seha says, "I like how he uses a glass for reading. It has the vibe of some sort of villain in a movie somehow." Well, thank you. That wasn't really my intention, but since my eyesight starts to be going lately, I've had to use this. So it's actually a magnifying glass. I kind of go like that. Yeah, is that weird? Hey, if it works, it works. This says, "Oh, thank you, Adventures," and Daniel said they should bring back Enterprise. That was the second best Star Trek show next to DS9. I agree. I actually agree with you there, Daniel. Yes, you're right. You're very welcome, Lizzie. Was Enterprise the one? Hold on. Was Enterprise the one where the captain was a woman? No, 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 no. That was Voyager. Star Trek Voyager was where it had Captain Catherine Janeway. Captain Catherine Janeway. Yeah. That was Star Trek Voyager, Mike. My PC's not backed up, and I need new spectacles. Well, there we go, Liz. Um, Mike is bringing out the shades. There you go. I agree, Daniel. Yeah, Lizzie said we like David Soul. It had a type. Oh, it had a typo. Yeah, sorry. It had a typo. It's fine, Mikey. Oh, okay. Kevin says I agree, Daniel. Thank you, sir. From Mike. Larry says my mom was always a big fan of David Soul. She loved him in Starsky and Hutch, and the movie Salem's Lot. I lost my mom last year. Yeah, I know, Larry. We're all still very sad about that. I subbed to Be Yourself. There you go, Lizzie. Thank you. Daniel says to Mikey, you must watch the William Shatner presents Chaos on the Bridge. It talks about what a menace Gene Roddenberry was in the writer's room. I have seen it, Daniel. I have it downloaded. I do. Thank you. Yes, Chaos on the Bridge. Yes, I absolutely have that documentary downloaded. I have seen it. Mike remembered you also have to get your watch hours way up. Yes, sir. As well as that's going to be a real tough one. Uh, I'll be telling you, I can concur how tough it is. Yeah, yeah, Larry, I know. I'm getting there. That's really what I'm trying for is the watch hours. It's an and/or situation. I don't think Gorilla really described it correctly. He said you had to get both, that you also put in short hours. You don't need to do that. It's either you can go ahead and add it as an option, or you go for your watch hours. I'm going for the watch hours because I'm not big into shorts. I can't just see myself talking for 30 seconds or up to a minute and then cutting myself off. I don't, yeah, and I don't have a digital camera I can go out there and film myself and talk and download it. I don't have that anymore. I just have my PC right here. So, I'm fine. Lizzie says thank you, Larry. And Larry has also posted Kevin's channel. Thank you, Larry, for posting Kevin's Theme Park Adventures. And Mike Seha says it has a charm to it. Cool. I have clear vision, but I still wear glasses a lot of the time. And usually you have to, yeah. And I don't have a good set of reading glasses. I mean, I did, but I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and get some new reading glasses for myself. Yeah. Um, yeah. And Mike says, oh, Voyager. Yes, one of my favorites. And he also said, I used to watch it as a teenager. Very cool. And Lizzie says, "Hi, Mike. I'm overdue for update on Specs trip to town coming up. Yeah, we're gonna do that ourselves this coming weekend, I think, Lizzie. See if I can find a decent pair of reading glasses. Thank you so much, Lizzie, from Larry. And Larry says, you don't need your What? Oh, you don't need your short fuse? Oh, okay. Short views. Ha ha. Oh, wow. Ooh, autocorrect. Yikes. Mikey, you can make shorts from your long form content if you like. Oh, okay. If you have the YouTube app and you go play your own stream, you can make shorts from your streams. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I'll find a good moment to cut it out. That's a good idea. Thank you. Yeah, I liked Voyager too, from Lizzie. Awesome. Well, we're caught up on the chat. We got 5 likes. Thank you. We got 4 people watching. Very much thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and quickly go through the Doomsday Machine. And then, like I said, I will talk quickly about the 3 remaining members from the original cast that are still alive. So let's see. The USS Enterprise encounters the wrecked USS Constellation and its distraught Commodore, who's determined to stop the giant planet destroying robot ship that killed his crew. Mark Daniels directed. This was written by Gene Roddenberry and Norman Spinrad. And of course, features the usual cast along with William Wyndham. And we have done a mini bio on William Wyndham before, so that's why I'm not doing it this time. But I will do it on Shatner and, like I said, on Sulu and also on Chekhov. So, okay. Let's see. Trivia. There we go. Okay. All right. James Doohan's favorite episode for its highlighting of the engineering aspects of the Star Trek world. This is the most effects heavy episode of the second season. When the series was digitally remastered for its 2007 DVD release, the upgrade required nearly 200 new effect shots. Norman Spinrad, just a second, there we go. Norman Spinrad was displeased with the model used for the Planet Killer, as he told Alien Asherman in the as he told Alan Asherman in the Star Trek interview book. He envisioned a Doomsday machine bristling with all sorts of evil-looking weapons. For budgetary reasons, the actual Doomsday machine model was made by dipping a windsock in cement. Director Mark Daniels finished this episode in 5 days instead of the usual schedule of 6. Daniels made a bet with the producers that he could finish the episode in 5 days. When he succeeded, he got a $500 bonus. According to William Wyndham, he did not enjoy working on the show. He said that William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy were not getting along at the time, which made the set's atmosphere tense. He also said that he felt that the episode was silly, so he purposely overacted. It was not until many years later that he realized that his character was a reference to Captain Ahab from Herman Melville's Moby Dick. Okay. All right, there's two spoilers. In the original script, Decker piloted the Constellation into the machine and survived. However, his grief for his dead crew made him feel unworthy for command, so he retired. The ending of this episode, where Decker flies the shuttlecraft down into the middle of the machine to disable it, might have served as inspiration for a similar maneuver in the film Independence Day. Oh, cool. Alrighty. And of course, the soundtrack's the same. And of course, I'll remember all the filming and production was done at Desilu Studios. And they filmed this from June 20th, 1967 to June 26th, 1967. Okay. Okay, Hikaru. All right, so all we're going to do is look at the three surviving members and then see what they're up to next or what their next plans are. Okay, so we know that William Shatner just celebrated his 94th birthday back on March 22nd of this year. He was born in 1931 in Côte Saint-Loup, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Or St. Luc, that some people say, but it's Côte Saint-Loup in Montreal. And so far, he's won 2 Primetime Emmys. And as you know, he's known for all the Star Trek movies, Star Trek 2, 3, 4, 5, and partly in 6 with Generations, and of course Star Trek the Motion Picture. So he was in the first 6 movies. Okay. In a TV miniseries, 765874, which was done by Otoy, he was in that episode. Right, Unification. Technically, they call it Season 1, Episode 4 from Otoy, 765874, where he played himself. Okay. All right. So, right now in pre production, there's something called Keeper of the Cup. He'll be in that. And then there's a new television series called The Elevator. And in that, he plays Ben. And that was just completed. So he's in a new TV series at 95 years old. Wow. Go figure. Okay. All right, let's go take a look at George Takei, who played Hikaru Sulu. All right, George Takei is known, of course, as, besides an actor, he's worked on additional crew before, and he's a writer. He was born April 20th, 1937. So, Mr. George Takei Sulu just turned 88 years old, and he was born Hosato Takei in Los Angeles, California. Very cool. And of course, he was relocated to the Rower Relocation Center in Arkansas after the attack on Pearl Harbor. That's where he spent in the camp there. Okay. And of course, he did, 52 episodes of Star Trek, the original series. He was in 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't believe he was, oh, yes, and 6. I'm sorry. So he was in the first 6, but I don't believe he was in 7. He wasn't in Generations. Only Scotty, played by James Doohan, and Chekhov, who we're going to take a look at now, played by Walter Koenig, and of course Shatner. Those were the only 3 that continued over to make the transition to the next generation. So, in Star Trek 7 Generations. All right. The last thing that in the TV series Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai, um, Takei did the voice of Noggin for 14 episodes from 2023 till now. And then upcoming, he is doing in production. This is a podcast series where he'll have his voice of Captain Hikaru Sulu, and it's going to be called Star Trek Con, and in that, just his voice will be in that this year. Star Trek Con. Cool. All right. And now, last but not least, we'll take a look at Chekhov. See if we can find Chekhov in here. I think he did the episode previous, so let me go back to that one. I'll take a look there. Yeah. Okay. All right, Chekhov, where are you? There you are. Okay. All right, so Walter Koenig not only acts, but he's also a writer and producer. And he was in a play called Raging Middle this year. And he began his acting career in 1962 as an uncredited sentry in the TV series Combat. And he was born September 14th, 1936, 8 days before my birthday. So when he reaches that date, he'll be the age of 89. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, he went on to reprise his role of Chekhov in all 7 of the original Star Trek movies. And that includes the 7th movie, Star Trek Generations, which, like I said, it does mostly become the next generation, but it did have the original series regulars, 3 of them on there. So, very cool. Yeah. And I mentioned that. All right. There was a movie he did this year called Raging Midlife, and he plays Otis in that. And that was this year. And then in Star Trek Picard from 2023 in the TV series, he actually imitated his voice as Anton Chekhov, and that was on season 3, episode 10, The Last Generation, in 2023. So he was in that recent Star Trek Picard series. Okay. Right now in pre-production, there is a TV series called Manhattan Transfer, where he plays Dr. David Friedman. And that's going to be the pilot episode. He'll be in that. And then in pre-production is a movie short called Mr. Fleischman. And in that he plays Mr. Fleischman. So that's what Walter Koenig will be up to in the upcoming months. Okay. So next week, of course, we'll continue with our next 2 episodes which will be season 2, episode 7 and 8. Episode 7 is Cat Spa. That's a really good episode. And then and then episode 8. So episode 7 is Cat Spa, and episode 8 is my all-time favorite episode from this entire series, I Mud, which features the great Roger C. Carmel as Harcourt Fenton Mudd and an android planet. So great stuff there. Okay. So let's see. Got a lot of talking there from Daniel. Okay. All right, so Lizzie said I liked Voyager too. I think I'm picking up in the right spot. Larry says, Lizzie, thank you so much for subscribing. Mike Seha says, I will share the stream out on my community page and might get you at least a few extra views on this. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Here's Mike Seha's channel from Larry. Thank you, Larry. And Mike says, thank you to Be Yourself Adventures. Larry says, you're welcome, my friend. And Lizzie says, thank you, Larry, for Mike Seha's link. Correct. Thank you. And Daniel says, I remember years ago I showed Steampunk Chaos on the Bridge, hoping that it would change his mind on Gene Roddenberry that he isn't so great. Instead, it had the opposite effect. That can happen, Daniel. You're welcome, Lizzie. Thank you, too. Daniel says, Steampunk went nuts, defending Gene Roddenberry and attacking the people who were wronged by him, and he was attacking Iris Stephen Bear, the writer and creator of DS9, Section 31, and the Dominion War. I'm so sick and tired of trying to convince him. He thinks Gene Roddenberry is the best writer in history. He thinks TNG is the best show ever made, and he thinks you've got to listen to Roddenberry. I'm so happy he is in his 50s. I can't wait in 10 years when he's 65. He's going to be in trouble then. Karma. It's true. Lizzie says, I subbed to Mike Seha. Interesting. Mike, I danced professionally for many years classical and contemporary ballet and choreographer and moved across the theater. I need to get fitness back up. Well, that's amazing that you did all that, Liz. And Mike Seha says, thanks, Liz. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, let me send you guys all this. There you go. Send you lots of hearts to everybody. All right, so we got 6 people liking the program. We got 10 people watching. That's awesome. That's wonderful. I appreciate that. Okay, so here's what we got coming up tomorrow. Wednesday, we do have at 5 p.m. Eastern a live stream that me and Jay Aldrich will be doing, discussing the first 3 episodes of season 5 involving the A Team. That's the trial trilogy, I call it. That's going to be very fun because those are 3 of the best episodes I've ever seen on the entire series. And yes, it meant the death knell for the series itself because in 10 years later, or excuse me, 10 years later, what am I saying? 10 episodes later, the whole thing ended just without a tear or no final goodbye, no final cliffhanger at least or anything. It just ended. It just stopped. That's what I was really upset about. I finally got my first decent sleep yesterday too. Last night. Boy, I was really in bad voice yesterday. Let's see, we have a couple more chats here. Mike Seha says, Lizzie, welcome to the channel. You could grow on YouTube a lot if you get back into dancing. I see the dancing shorts are really popular now. Okay, Larry says, Mike, I may be going live Wednesday night. I don't know yet. Also, I hope to join Curtis on the Dark Shadows because I am going to start from the very beginning, way before Barnabas Collins. Okay, that would be something to look forward to on Friday afternoon. If you can do that, Larry, that'd be great. Barnabas, yeah. Mike Seha says, all right, I sub to your channel, so might be able to catch you live sometime. That'd be great, Mike. Yes, Mike, I was thinking of doing some pieces. I am a fan of Marcel Marceau style of work. Oh, nice. Marcel Marceau was one of those great mime dancers. A wonderful thing. Mike Seha says, cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see that too, Lizzie. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, so let me cross these out and then next let's see. Alright, so up next will be season 2, episode 7 and episode 8 for next time. Okay. Making sure I got those highlighted. Right, so I know what I'm doing next time. Yeah. Okay. Might say thank you so very much. Okay. All right. So first, let's get the quick stuff out of the way. I want to say thank you all. Um, let's see here. Larry, my dear brother of 50 years, thank you for coming. Mike Seha, thank you for also coming to our chat today. Lizzie Armstrong, thank you so much for being here. And congratulations again on becoming our next standard moderator. Remember, Liz, you can always post your own channel here in the chat. I would recommend it, I would encourage it. If you want people to go ahead and subscribe to your channel, go see you. So yeah, to everybody in here, of course. I know Larry does it, and appreciate that, Larry, very much. Okay, and so yeah, so we got Lizzie, Larry, Mike. We had Daniel in here. Daniel, thanks for coming. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Daniel. Again, Larry, thank you for posting all their links to the chat. All right, Daniel. Kevin's Theme Park Adventures. He goes to different theme parks like Disneyland, Disney World. He's been to Knott's Berry Farm. So check him out, please. Subscribe to his channel. A lot of good content there. Don't forget to subscribe to everybody you see here in the chat today. They all have great channels. Please get a chance to go there and subscribe and watch some of their videos. That would be much appreciated. There's a Lizzie. Okay, I think I got everybody in our chat today. If I did miss anyone, and sincerely apologize, thank you for being here for me at the beginning when we did the prayer for Michael for his passing in that terrible situation and there in the mall, and for his family and friends. Say prayers out to them today. Yeah, there's no safe place anymore in this world. Sad. Larry says, Mike Seha, thank you so very much. And Lizzie says, thank you for the encouragement, Mike Seha. And Lizzie says, thank you, Mikey. You're welcome, Lizzie. All right. And there is Larry's Beers of Adventures link to his site there on YouTube. So make sure you go there as well, please. And Mike says, you're welcome. I subbed to both of you. Thank you so much there, Mike. Yeah, Mike, thank you for subbing to us. He gave us 301. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. Lizzie says, thank you, Larry and Kevin, Daniel, Mike, and everybody. Prayers for Michael. Very sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, he was a good young man. It was just a shame. Yeah. I mean, none of us knew him, but I felt like it felt right. It felt like I should do a prayer and, in a moment of silence. It felt right. It did. Plus, he had my first name. That was big, huge, weighed heavily on me. Because it could have just as easily been me, could have been Suzanne, could have been anybody that could have got, unalived by the person that used the gun. Yeah. Oh, yes, Mikey. Yeah. And Daniel says it's so bad this world now. The corruption goes all the way into the police force and people's homes. Nowhere is safe. Even family betrays family now with evil smiles on their faces. What is going on? I don't know, Daniel. I just don't know. I just don't know. That I have no answer to. I really don't. Well, anyway, to get to a better side, um, as my wife always says, Suzanne, leave everything in God's hands. It's a good piece of advice. My brother Larry here in the chat always says, always be yourself. That's great advice too. And of course, what I always say here is our meme is always expect the unexpected at MikeySuzeFour. You never know what comes next. There you go. That's my new thing. You never know what comes next. So, like I said, thank you everybody here. We got 6 likes, 6 people watching. Very cool, very cool. Um, and like I said, we got a live stream tomorrow with Jay Aldridge at 5 p.m. Eastern. Then we have a live stream with Scott, who is our Anchorman guy, and he's known by Scott. And then we have our little blue, who's known as Elijah, and those guys will join me tomorrow. Thursday. Hopefully, I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Thursday will join me Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern for a special uh, a special updated version of reviews for both Superman and Fantastic Four First Steps. We'll let you guys know what we thought, our personal views on it. We appreciate anybody in the chat who might have seen the films, both of them already, and can give us their views on it too. That will be Thursday, this coming Thursday, the 28th of August at 3 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow is the Jay Aldridge discussion of the A-Team first 3 episodes from season 5. That will be at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And don't forget, Gorilla's Random Thoughts is tonight right around 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And he talks about different topics. It's a fun time. You just have to come and watch us on his channel, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. And he does Twilight Zone on Thursday and 4 episodes. And then he'll be doing his Waltons on Friday, which is season 5, episode 7. And those are going to be both 7 and 8. That's part 1 and part 2 of The Wedding, which is Mary Ellen and the David Spencer doctor in there. I think Larry said he might do a live stream tomorrow night on his channel, Be Yourself Adventures, on the 27th too. So be ready for that if you've already subscribed to his channel. And then and then the Friday morning before Gorilla's thing, we do Dark Shadows. Brother Curtis Selby, who is our tired midnight blogger and the voice of Northern Oklahoma, along with Pleasant Valley Picker, PvP, and myself and Larry, if Larry can join us, we're going to be doing episodes from the Dark Shadows TV soap opera horror series. So that'll be good. All right. So, Lizzie says, "Have a great week, everyone, and light and peace. Light and peace to you, Lizzie. Thank you, everyone in chat. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic week. Always be yourself." And Kevin says, "Amen and prayers." Thank you very much. Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, everyone. And Larry, again, thank you so much for posting those links to our new subscribers and our new visitors here to the chat. So thank you very much. Thanks for Mike Sehan. Goodbye for now. Goodbye to you, Michael. Take care of yourself, my brother. Thank you. From Sweden. Yes. Good man. Okay. So, last but not least, as we always go, and now the aisle's closed. And of course, that was from the wonderful Gene Siskel of Siskel and Ebert at the Movies, his family, who was graciously allowing me to use this point that he did at the end of every episode that he did with Roger Ebert. So thank you, Gene Siskel's family. for that. Okay, so one more time, we always say, God bless America, God bless Canada, God bless England and the UK, and especially our new friend from there, Miss Lisa Hogan, who is known as Travel with Lisa MH. Make sure you get a chance to go to her channel at any time and subscribe, please. And also, God bless the rest of this world. We only have one, and we live in it. So let's try to take care of it, comfort it, try to, you know, be stewards of our own destiny. Maybe have a better planet if we take care of it. We don't decide to pollute it, destroy it, and what have you. So, and remember, don't piss off Mother Nature. Don't do that, okay? All right, and finally, peace for MikeySuzeFour. So, on behalf of myself, Mikey, my beautiful wife, Suzanne, and of course, our two beautiful cats, Moonpie and Deja Vu, we want to thank all of you for being here. And of course, again, as Larry always says, and always be yourself. Best thing you can do. Don't ever change who you are. You're special. You're unique in God's eyes, and that is the way you should be. Never change yourself. You don't have to do that. Yeah, always be yourself. Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you tomorrow for our special live stream with Jay Aldrich, 5 p.m. Eastern. Remember that for the A Team. Dun, 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 dun. I couldn't resist. Have a good one, everybody, and God bless.